Hey, hey. Welcome everybody to Miss Glow's Kitchen, where there's sugar, spice, and everything nice, where we slice, dice, and entice, using everything we can, from peppers to allspice. What's up, my people? Y'all know what time it is? See y'all in the kitchen. Today I have something healthy, but so good. I have an Asian chicken and vegetable stir fry. Trust me, this is good. You don't want to miss out. Stay tuned, y'all. I'm about to tell you right now what you need to make it. All right, so I'm not going to go in any particular order. I'm just going to tell you that you need a bunch of veggies of your choice. I'm going to use zucchini, onions, broccoli, cabbage, and tricolor peppers. All right, red onions, but you can use any kind of onions you want, any vegetables you want in here, because what's going to make it Asian is going to be the sauce that we put on it. All right, I'm going to use grapeseed oil to stir fry it in. So you can use an olive oil, corn oil, you can use any kind of oil you want to use here. It's going to work out. All right, now, as far as this Asian sauce that I'm going to do, is the one I usually use on Asian lettuce wraps, but this time I'm going to put it on the stir fry. So I'm going to list the ingredients in a minute when I start mixing them, but we're going to need sugar, water, soy sauce, rice vinegar, ketchup, lemon juice, sesame oil, mustard, either yellow mustard or hot mustard. Just make sure it's prepared mustard and not the dry mustard, all right? Water, minced garlic. We're going to need red chili paste or Sriracha. So you can choose, or whichever one you have in the kitchen, it'll work out. Trust me on that one. All right, so y'all know what I always say. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. So let's get to it. We're going to start off with the Asian sauce. How about that? All right, so I'm going to put in half cup of water. It's got to be warm water, though. Please don't make it cold, or you're going to be stirring, trying to dissolve this sugar forever. Quarter cup of sugar. I'm using white here. Brown is perfectly acceptable. All right, so we're going to get this mixed up, and I'm going to show you the entire process. I usually like to jump out of it, jump back in, but I'm going to show you why we want it to be warm water and not cold. Watch that. Because see, if it was cold water, sugar would take so much longer to dissolve. So look at that, and that's exactly what we want right there. So almost the same as a simple syrup. You know what I'm saying? And you always want it clear like that. All right, let's jump on to the next part. Soy sauce, 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. Now, you can use low sodium or regular, so it's really going to be up to you. Just make sure you put in soy sauce. It's going to give it that Asian flair, that Asian flavor we're looking for, so it's going to actually add to it. 2 tablespoons of rice vinegar. Do not substitute this for regular vinegar. It must absolutely be rice vinegar. 2 tablespoons tomato ketchup. Right? Tomato ketchup, just regular old ketchup. Yeah, put that top back on there. Trust me, I cleaned it later. I'm a stickler for stuff like that. I just didn't want the ketchup stuck in the top like that. It's so disgusting. I don't know. I like for my tops to be clean and my bottles to be clean as well. All right, so I'm going to mix it up at this point. I don't want any clumps of anything. You can put everything in and then mix it if you like. Lemon juice, you can use a fresh lemon if you want to. 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. In fact, I'm going to say that I do recommend that you use a fresh lemon and squeeze it if you can. It'll give it a much more flavor in it, okay? All right, so we're looking here for 1/8 of a teaspoon of sesame oil. This is one of those, again, things that I'm going to say do not substitute. We're looking for that very strong Asian flair with this. And so these ingredients are all adding to it. All right, so prepared mustard at this point, 1 tablespoon of either yellow mustard or hot mustard, but just let it be prepared mustard. Do not use the dry mustard. I keep that in my kitchen too, but don't use that. So that hot mustard is just going to help if you want a more spicy dish. 2 tablespoons minced garlic. You can do garlic cloves, fresh garlic cloves if you want. You can mince it if you like. You can use a garlic paste. That's acceptable too. All right, so here's a red chili paste, 1 teaspoon. You can use a half if you don't like a lot of heat. You can do that. Okay, and right here you can substitute that red chili paste for sriracha if you have sriracha in the house. All right, but don't use regular hot sauce. I'm going to tell you again, I do not recommend using a regular hot sauce. All right, so at this point, you're going to stir this up and, no, you're not. I'm sorry. I almost forgot. 1 to 2 teaspoons of hoisin sauce. But the reason why I almost forgot is because hoisin sauce in this recipe is optional. I wanted it in mine. So if you don't have hoisin sauce in the house, don't worry about it. All right, so just like I almost forgot, and that's probably because it is, because you don't really need it to, get the flavor that we want. All right, so you're going to get this into the refrigerator for either 1 hour or longer. And while it's in there, at the end of the time that it's in there, you're going to stir fry your veggies. So here we're going to put that grapeseed oil or whatever type of oil you're using. I'm going to use 1 to 2 tablespoons of it. You want to make sure that your wok is extremely hot. Using a regular pan, again, you want to make sure it's extremely hot. That chicken, you want to dry that chicken. You want to make sure that that liquid from rinsing that chicken off, that you do not put that in the pan. You want this chicken as dry as you can get it. So I must say right here, cut it into bite-sized pieces, but with the chicken, you want to make sure that, you just want to absolutely make sure that you dry it. You don't want it so wet put in here. You can use any part of the chicken you like. So if you want to use, the breast, you want to use the thighs. If you want to peel the meat off the legs, you can even use that. So I mean, it's really up to you. You can use any part of the chicken. You want to use turkey here, you can if you're not a chicken eater. So you can substitute right here for sure. All right, so this will work. So this will work with any meat. So chicken and veggie for me, but if you want to do a beef right here, or you want to do some lamb, you can. It'll work. And the other thing I'll tell you is, it may seem crazy, but if you want to use a ground meat, you can. All right, so here, with the chicken, you do want to put at least a little bit of salt and pepper on it. Remember, with our dishes, you want to season every step of the way, but you want to lightly season here. And the reason why you do is because you don't want to overtake your Asian sauce that's going in here, which is going to coat the chicken and veggies very well. So don't go putting a lot of seasoned salt or a lot of salt and pepper in here. All right, so don't add. Don't add at all. This is going to come out perfectly. Now, cook this chicken until either it's done or it's almost done. Because this chicken is going to cook a little bit more once you start putting the veggies in, because the veggies got to cook. Now, normally when I do stir fries, I'll do the meat and then I'll take it out. So if you've watched any of my other videos where I did that, I took the meat out and then I did the vegetables. However, this time I did not cook the meat all the way, so you can see I added some more grapeseed oil, and then I'm going to put in the cabbage, the broccoli, and the zucchini, and then I'm going to put a little bit of seasoned salt on it. So we want to make sure that the dish is not flavor free at these points. So you know how I say you want to season every step of the way, because you do. You do want to season every step of the way, but you don't want to over season. So, all right, if you haven't hit that like and that subscribe button by now, please hit that like, that subscribe, hit that bell for notifications. So do that if you will. Thank you very much for that. I am quite grateful. All right, so we want to get all of our veggies in here. Now, here's what I'm going to tell you about this stir fry, because some people like their veggies nearly raw. So with this stir fry, you're going to cook these vegetables as much as you want to cook them. However, don't cook them until they're freaking mush. Don't do that. It's not going to be good. So don't overcook your vegetables, but as I said, cook them as much as you like. As much or as little as you like, actually. All right. So I'm going to get that done. This is quite healthy. It's quite good. And If you do the Asian sauce, if you do that Asian sauce like the day before or something, this is even quicker. Weeknight meal, if you gotta, you want to do something really quickly, you can cut these veggies up the night before. Especially if you're a worker or you're busy during the day, cut these up the night before, make the sauce the night before. That's all you have to do is stir fry your meat or your veggies, and then you're going to start putting the sauce in there for flavor. So, very, very quick dish. So, something easy, but something so darn good. Like, the flavor is out of this world. So, you could just eat a couple bowls of this. You don't have to worry about getting fat. How about that? You don't have to worry about gaining any weight. The sky's the limit as to which veggies you can use in here. Not potatoes, though. All right? Not starches. Don't do that to yourself. So make sure you use some healthy veggies in here. All right, so y'all, once again, you're going to start putting that sauce in there. And here, you're going to coat your vegetables in as much sauce as you like and cook these for as long as you like. And after that, put it on a plate and serve. You got kiddos, you might want to put a little rice on the side. And this is what it looks like when it's done. Check that out, everybody. Doesn't that look good? Thanks for watching. See y'all next time. For more great recipes, tips, and ideas, check out some of my other videos.